How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem and welcome back. This is part 16 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight. At this point in the game, we have one goal and one goal only: Ascension. So follow me down the Hall of the Gods as we try to prove ourselves worthy by tackling the pantheons. This is the part of the game that I actually love the most out of all of the different areas, so I hope you guys are excited for a fun chapter and an exciting one. And before we load up our save file, of course, let's do our foreshadowing quote, which is, "We are always on the anvil, and it's by trials that God is shaping us for higher things." Huh. I wonder what that could mean. Anyways, let's go do the trial of the gods. Come on, guys. Howdy there, folks. Welcome back. This is where we left off here at this bench, and we are in the God home, if you remember. So what I did, first of all, to start our chapter is I threw on this loadout right here. The first pantheon or two is not too serious. We don't have to overthink it too much, so I'm just going to go with the old reliable right here. Feel free to set up whatever loadout you personally like, but, you know, that's what I prefer for right now. And just to go over the plan here, we are going to beat the first 3 pantheons in these doors right here. Once we've done that, then this one will open, this door right here, and that will unlock the 4th pantheon. Now, you'll notice that each one has the bindings right here. They each have 4 different bindings. We're going to need to beat all 4 pantheons with all 4 bindings in order to unlock this door. Unlocking this door is going to be absolutely crucial to beating the 5th pantheon. So, the plan for today is to beat the first 4 pantheons, and then I'll start going over the binding stuff as well, and how to go about that. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and go into our first pantheon. So, we're not going to do any bindings. I mean, feel free to. It saves you time if you just are ready to do it. But in order to show you guys just how to beat it, I'm going to start by just doing it the base way. But if you feel like you can do it with the bindings, then go for it. Do as many of the bindings as you can. So these first pantheons are just 10 enemies, and okay, all right. So yeah, it's just 10 enemies. You just have to beat all 10. You get a bench halfway through, and then you fight the boss of that pantheon. So nothing crazy, just, you know, do your thing. Whoops. This boss is easy. All you gotta do is, well, let's see. Nope, come on. Actually, attack me, boss. There we go. Nope, I messed up again. There you go. You can hit the soul blast on the sides. There we go, like that. And then after each boss you can heal. You know, you don't get like downtime really between bosses, but there is a second or two to get maybe 2 or 3 masks off. So take advantage of that, otherwise you'll have to heal in the middle of a boss fight. Usually this one takes me about 8 minutes to do, so I'm curious what we're going to complete it in. It's usually like 8 or 9 minutes. So, nothing too crazy right here. This guy we're just going to be aggressive with. Oops. Feel free to get your dream nail out and get some soul back if you need it. Hopefully you remember how to fight this guy. Oopsies. You can get about 2 dream nails off before you have to hit him. Oh. Alright, now on the 3rd one, he's not going to get back up, so feel free to just kind of go crazy with your dream nail. And I'll get one more. Yeah, you can do that infinitely, but you do have to pogo on him every now and again to keep him down. So, anyways, you should be able to get your soul fully topped off there. Now this guy we can just hit a bunch of times. If you have quick slash on, it makes it a lot easier. I can't hit him as fast as I need to. But not like it's hard. Alright, Hornet, I am sorry. This is about to be embarrassing for her. And oh, I thought I went for it. I thought I was gonna stun her. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna really go crazy. Oh, Hornet, it's okay. I just know all your moves. You're not special anymore. I'm sorry. Alright, so halfway here we have our bench. This is where on the left side would be like where the lifeblood spawns in at if we unlock the lifeblood. So these are the checkpoint rooms. You're welcome to set up a new loadout if you want for the second half of the Pantheon. You know, obviously we have the hot spring to top off our soul. And then once we've unlocked the lifeblood, you would of course be able to get extra 3 lives. So that's a good little checkpoint. Those are usually every 5 bosses. Now for this guy, we're just gonna go crazy. Oh, I'm just gonna absolutely go insane here. Feel free to heal between the things if you need to. Oh. Dude, get out of the freaking... I hate when he's like right on top of me. Like I literally can't do anything. You see what I mean? Like get out of the ground, sir. Yeah, whenever he's like a foot off the ground, it makes it very hard to fight him. I like to be where I can use the Abyss Shriek. But no worries. We're only on the first Pantheon. Nothing to worry about here. Yeah, so none of these bosses are any different, really, than what we've already fought, so you should know how to fight them. Plus, we have our, you know, our upgrades and everything, so it's not like we're under-leveled. It's not until the later Pantheons that it starts to get a little challenging. And it starts to be just challenging because of just the sheer gauntlet of bosses. But these first few Pantheons are not that problematic. Just because it's only 10 enemies. But the last one's 50. So it starts to get pretty challenging. Alright, this is the Soul Warrior. Oh, you missed. Missed again. I'm over here now. I think it's one more. One more, right here. One more. Oh. Ah, dang. I dashed too far. Alright, now the Brooding Moloch. Oh, I couldn't get away in time. What? Just hit. What is happening? I feel like I just took like 18 hits right there. It's way too many hits for no reason. Alright, now we're going into the final boss here. But first, we have our first interaction with the godseekers. So, you can dream nail the godseeker. Get some extra bonus lore. And again, this is how we wake up the godseeker in the real world. We're in its dream right now. So we need to remind, I guess, the godseeker that, you know, I don't know. Maybe by beating the bad memories, he's holding on to all the bad thoughts. So as we defeat his bad thoughts, he wakes up more. I don't know. I think we're putting him through therapy. I'm not really sure what the lore says exactly, but I think we're beating his inner demons. So, anyways, talk to him, remind him that, hey, I'll see you in the real world, buddy. That's right. Don't look at me like that. You know what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go kill him. All right. Well, we'll see him later. Oro, I know you taught me everything, but it's time to kill you. I want to be clear. This is how you get their journal entries. There's a lot of journal entries that we haven't acquired yet, and it's probably because of it's the enemies that you haven't gotten in, you know, we'll go over it in a second. But now it's his brother, Mato. My best advice here is to always be between them. You kind of fight one at a time, really, but you know both of their attacks. We've fought them before. You just haven't fought them together like this, really. So just try to be in the middle, or like get them both on one side like they are right now. Otherwise, just use your soul. So right here, they're kind of like, I want to be between right here. And you can always sharp shadow. See how I'm like keeping them? Dude, I gotta get out. I gotta get him over here or something. Here we go. This is better. But yeah, just go crazy with your soul, because I mean, this is the last part. Just remember to sharp shadow. Always kind of like wherever side he's got his blade on, you want to go to the opposite side. And we're done. So you can try a little harder, or you can, you know, just kind of go crazy with the soul charge. I personally like that. So there we go. We will unlock the first of the bindings here. So I did it in 950. That's not bad for having to explain it. I think my all-time fastest was like 740 or something. So that gives you an idea of what a pantheon looks like, or at least these first few. So you'll see that that big orb right there is unlocked, but we have the other bindings that we have to complete. And you'll see how like there's still no progress right here. The base ones don't count towards like getting it beaten. It doesn't count. That just simply is like you've completed it. So now if you wanted, you could go through and beat. You can do it all 4 at once if you want to just get that over with. Or you could do the Pantheon 4 different times and just do one at a time. Like just do the first one with your nail, and then so on. Personally, with these easier Pantheons, I don't think it's all that difficult to do it with all 4. Or at the very least, do like maybe your nail is weaker and no charms, and then, you know, maybe do shell and soul. Or, nope. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll edit that out. Hold up. Hold up. LOL, look at me. Whoops. Your boy was not ready for the actual Pantheon. Just trying to show the bindings game. I didn't mean to start it. But anyways, you could do like combos, like whatever you feel comfortable with. Like I would do one that, like the nail one isn't all that difficult. It just makes your nail like 80% less strong. So I mean, it might sound crazy, but it's actually not that bad. But you could like pair that one with like the lack of charms, or like something else, like maybe the lack of shell. That way you get one hard one and one easy. Like the lack of charms is not all that hard, because you're still, your nail is stronger. So you could do that one mixed with like the lack of soul, but at least your nail is good, you know. So I would just like do two and two, or one at a time. Or if you want a real challenge, you could do all 4. So that's how those work. Like I said, I'll be going over that later. But if you're looking for, you know, progression, you could obviously just do the Pantheon 1 and then do all the bindings while it's still fresh on your mind, if you want to do it that way. But for us, we want to do the second Pantheon here. We're going to stay with the same loadout here. So Pantheon of the Artist. This one's going to be, it's not difficult, actually. I mean, it's a little bit more challenging, but it's not too bad. So this guy, we fought him for the essence, if you remember. Get enough soul to get your Abyss Shriek, and then that will power through. And we're done. Now we're gonna fight the Crystal Guardian. It's the Crystal Peak guy. It's kind of silly now that we have our stuff upgraded, because if you remember, he wasn't all that bad, but now it's even shorter. So with our nail fully upgraded, his boss fight doesn't take very long at all. Now you'll remember this fellow. We fought his upgraded version not too long ago. Once he does his orb thing, that's a good time to heal. He's not doing it, of course. Here we go. So if you need to heal, it would be on that one on his way back through. Luckily for us, the arena doesn't fall apart this time. And dash. Again, you're just kind of waiting a second when you see him, and then you'll dash. There we go. Alright, now it's time to the Ablobles. The best strategy for these guys is to just absolutely power through one of them. I like to just go for the right one. Just hit the Abyss Shriek. Go crazy. Try to get through without as much damage. Obviously, if you can Abyss Shriek both of them, go for it. But the best strategy there is just to get one down. If you need to heal, just go to the farthest corner away, and you might get hit when you're healing, but it's worth a shot. Oh. See, sometimes you just get hit. There we go. I haven't found a strategy for that second one that's like flawless. I mean, maybe if I really locked in, but I don't know. They're not too difficult. I think if you get that first one, you'll be able to recover in this fight, because this one's not hard. Again, if you don't remember, this is my favorite fight in the game. I like the upgraded version personally, which we will get to do in the Pantheons. There's a very cool version of them. So, just heal in this window right here. Oh, I meant to jump. So now that we have the, whatchamacallit, the Sharp Shadow, it's going to make this fight a lot better. Because now you can dash through if you need to. When they do this slow one, if you stand directly in the middle, you'll be able to get at least one heal off. It's only on the slow one, though. Oh, ow. Yeah, and see, here's that other healing window. But, not that we need it. Again, when we do the upgraded version, that's my favorite version. But that fight, you can recover your health pretty easily. And then, of course, we have our soul hot spring afterwards. So now... Hold up. Oh. There we go. Okay. Sorry, my mouse was on the other monitor. We're going to fight Marmu, which was another, whatchamacallit, essence boss. And then we're going to be fighting Nosk and Fluke Marm and Broken Vessel, and then, of course, the other Paint Masters. So, a little bit more challenging. I personally think that Thorns of Agony works really well with Marmu as well as the Shaman Stone, so that loadout that we have is perfectly fine. But this is going to be not a more difficult section, but it's definitely... It's a little bit more difficult than the previous bosses. Okay, Marmu, I need you to, like, get off of the... Yeah, I don't know why. When the bosses are, like, on the ground, it makes it so hard to fight the aerial bosses. It's like, hey, man, you fly for a reason. All right, if you remember right, this guy, you can just sit in the right here. No need to overcomplicate it. No need to overcomplicate this. Just get your heals back up. And if you want to fight him legit, you can. I don't know why you'd do that, though. That'd be silly. Come on, Nosk. And we got our boss killed. So, fully healed up. We'll fight a much harder version of him later. This guy, you might remember, we just pogo on top. Don't worry too much about the flying guys. You'll either time it or you'll get hit by him, in which case you'll keep doing it. But that guy doesn't require too many hits. Then just heal up. This guy, we're just dashing. Anytime you hear that like whooshing sound, it's time to dash. And then the closer you are, the better to him. You'll avoid all those other attacks. Then this attack, I like to just spam it. I don't know why people overcomplicate that. So yeah, stay close to him. Anytime you hear a whooshing, just dash with your Sharp Shadow, and then you'll be good. Alright, now it's time to wake the Godseeker up one more time. After this Pantheon, we'll go and speak to the Godseeker out in the main world. Alright, and then after you exhaust the dialogue, of course, you know, get your Dream Nail dialogue. There we go. Alright, bye. Now this is going to be Paint Master Shio. This one is, it's similar to the other ones. Just use our dash, that's really it. You don't have to learn the attacks, really. Just, you're going to beat him before. My best recommendation is just stay close and just dash through everything. So, I'm staying close. I'm just going to dash. Uh-oh, I got hit. Staying close, and we stun him. Now you can heal in the downtime. But I'm not even going to worry about his attacks. We're just going to dash through him. Every time he does an attack, we dash through. And he's dead again, so now we heal. Staying close to him. And then anytime he does an attack, we just dash through. Dash through. Uh-oh, you got me, mister. Oh, well, we beat him. So, We're so much stronger than these bosses at the moment, so it's not really worth strategizing. It's better just to power through it. What was that one? Like 10:48, I'm guessing. Oh, close. 9:59, not bad. All right, so that's the first two pantheons. So now I'm gonna go check in with the godseeker, get some extra dialogue. So we can exit out here. Hey, look who's up and at 'em. Good job. Uh-huh. Okay, well, not much of a chatter, I see. But we get that dialogue. So now we've done those two. All right, everybody, we are doing the third pantheon. We're leaving the shallow end and we're heading into the deep end. So this is going to be the first real skill check of the pantheons. We're sticking with the same build. Nothing crazy at the moment. We will switch it up halfway through the pantheon. And I'll give you a couple options here. A couple things to just reiterate here. There is a hot spring right here if you need to top your soul off. Also, this boy has lore if you want. He's not much of a deep thinker, but he is a thinker. I just want to point out, this is the Hall of the Gods. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but if you need to practice any of these bosses for this pantheon, come here, practice them, and then come back and get at it. So that is the best way to prepare for these pantheons if you're really struggling or dying to a specific boss, that sort of thing. This pantheon has definitely a step up in difficulty when it comes to bosses. It's not like super difficult or anything, but the last boss is kind of tough if you don't know what you're doing or never fought him. And then it has like Grim, it has Hornet. So there's definitely a few fights that are a little bit challenging. The real challenge of this one is Grey Prince Zote. It's level 3 Grey Prince Zote. So I would get really good at that one, practice it, do whatever you got to do to learn his movesets, and then you can tackle this pantheon. Because eventually you're going to have to beat it with the bindings as well. So you're going to have to get pretty good at this pantheon. I actually think this is one of the harder ones when it comes to bindings. I'd rather do the Pantheon 4 with bindings than this one with bindings. So that being said, I'm going to take it one boss at a time, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get through this. So let's just do the normal version first. The vanilla normal. All right, once we're in here, this guy, we're just going to hit him a bunch. Anytime he does a buzzing sound, we're going to dash through with our sharp shadow. And we'll make him look silly. Buzz, buzz, bitch. Oh, my sharp shot hadn't reset yet. And you're dead. Watch the bees if he released them. And then Elder Who is a great way to get your soul built back up if you had lost some. He either does those attacks or he does the one where he disappears this one. Just dash through it and then you can heal in the corners here if you need to. But otherwise, just keep hitting them. The Abyss Shriek's good in this too. Oh, I dashed a little too early. You goodbye. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Goodbye. There we go. Beating up on our elders. Now it's the collector. Just stay arm's length away. He will jump over you. You don't have to like dodge him too much. Just stay right about here. And otherwise, you can just take out the bugs as soon as they land. Don't forget we have sharp shadows, so I can do this. I can just dash through them. Whoops. I ran right into him. You want to try to get through this fight with full health. At the end, I'll show you how to heal a bunch if you need to maximize your heals at the end. But yeah, this fight shouldn't be very difficult for you. Whenever you stun him, you can heal. This fight should be relatively straightforward. The people that struggle with this, they're typically, I see, they're not killing the bugs immediately. The bugs are the focus, not the boss. Also, they tend to like try to move out of the way whenever he jumps, and really it's just standing still. The people that move are the ones that get hit. All right, so right there on the second stun, if you need to heal a bunch, what you can do is stun them, heal 1 or 2 masks, then kill them, and then heal another 2 or 3 times. That's if you need a lot of heals. That's a way to maximize it, because when you stun him the second time, he's only like 1 or 2 hits away from dying. All right, now we're going to fight the God Tamer. What we want to do is separate the big guy from the little guy, and then dodge his mucus, of course. And whenever he rolls like that, wherever you're standing is where he lands. So you want to kind of bring him to wherever you want to fight him. And then anytime the other guy's there, just, you know, run away to the other side. And then you just pogo on him. I think I can still fight him over here, but now, oh no, he's over here, so now I'll bring him over to the left side. And just keep working it back and forth. Dude, you can't throw your mucus at me like that. That's not cool. That's just not freaking cool, dude. Okay, alright. Uh-huh. We need to get this man a tissue is what we need. Oh, goodness. He keeps rolling. I need you to sit still for a second. Alright, yeah, we can just keep rolling. That's fine. Yep, just keep rolling. Have you tried rolling yet, sir? Alright. So after that, the guy will surrender, but just be careful. Don't get hit by the very last attack here. That would be stupid. All right, hang on. My headset needs to be replaced. Okie dokie. All right, so in Grim, if you need to heal a couple times when he's bowing, you can get a couple heals in. Whoa, shoot. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, you can just get a couple cheap shots in the beginning. But really, what you're wanting is during the balloon attack, you, my friends, can do a... Okay, Grim, I'm trying to explain something. Okay, you know what? I'm not meant to... I'm just not meant to show it, I guess. This attack right here. Just stick the landing. Just keep hitting your Abyss Shrieks. Oh my goodness, he's almost dead. Okay, alright, Grim, I need to be able to, like, see what the hell is happening. And he's already done with that phase, because I hit him a couple times. Now, ideally, I wouldn't be at 1 health, so I will need to play it a little bit safe. But there you go. Basically, what I'm trying to explain here is that Abyss Shriek is goated. And feel free to kind of go crazy, because you're going to get a bench right after this. You can't back up in that attack. That's not even the attack. What is that? My dude literally backed up. Abyss Shriek. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh no. I might have gotten a little too cocky with this. Gotcha. So, not my best Grim, but hopefully that shows you how goated the Abyss Shriek is. If you were able to get like 3 off in the balloon phase, you would skip the entire phase. So, you know, just keep that in the back of your mind. Little ace in the hole. So, all right, now that we have fully healed, we are going to do a little bit of housekeeping here. We're going to take off all these bad boys. We're going to throw on Shaman Stone. And now we're going to swap to Quick Slash. That is going to be a very, very nice tool. There's a couple options here for the last 2 notches. You can do Grub Song and Thorns of Agony, which is what I'm going to do. Or you could do Soul Catcher, or you could do Long Nail. All of those would be good in their own right. Personally, I think that what we're doing is the best way for your very first time fighting this. But yeah, there's that. Now, the first boss, we're going to take this one step at a time here. But the first boss, you want to just spam the Abyss Shriek at him. And then all you're doing is watching the saw blade, dodging the saw blade. You're just going to keep your eye on the saw blade and then just dash away from it every time it's about to hit you. And then ultimately, you're just going to hit a Bish Shriek. And our goal is to leave that fight without losing any health, really. We want to be able to like have full heals. So that's the goal. So come over here and hit 2 Abyss Shrieks. 1, 2, and now I'm dodging the saw blade. I'm going to hit an Abyss Shriek. Abyss Shriek. Get a couple of real ones. And he's dead. So you should be able to heal up to full health if you did that correctly. Or at least close to it. And now we're going to start Great Prince Zote. Now this fight, you have 2 attack windows. The main one is when he spits out grunt enemies, he'll just start spitting out enemies. That's your cue to just go crazy with the quick slash, all right? That's the best attack window. The other attack window is he'll do a thing where he slams the ground, he disappears, and then he lands again on the ground. So he kind of like he like teleports kind of. When he lands on the second one, dodge his attack, but then when he's on the ground, he'll stay on the ground for a couple seconds, and you can hit him then. So that's really your attack windows. The rest of the time, you're just dodging his abilities, okay? So whenever you stun him to end the phase, you can get 2 heals off, and only 2 heals, never more. Now, the other thing that's going to be a really big help is the Descending Dark or the Desolate Dive attack, where you slam the ground. That attack is going to be just an absolute saving grace in this fight. I'll show you how to use it, but anytime you're in like a moment where you don't know what to do, or you're going to get hit, or there's too many grunt enemies, whatever, just hit the Descending Dark. You can never go wrong with it, all right? That's pretty much it. If you need to practice, again, go to the Hall of the Gods, practice his fight, come back and fight this. If you want to fight level 3 specifically, then I guess you could go to Dirtmouth and practice the level 3 version of him by dream nailing the statue and getting to level 3. But yeah, hopefully this will show you guys what to do. Try to get good at this fight because, you know, there's 3 bosses after this that are all kind of challenging. So definitely try to do your best to get fluid at this fight. The first thing is give him a little bit of distance because you don't know what attack he's going to start with. So just give enough distance to where you're able to dodge something if he does just start attacking. Man, I had nowhere to go. So there you go. Do the big one, and then you have a couple hits you can do. That's the one where you want to spam the attack. Now, whenever he does that side-to-side thing, that's a great time to hit the Descending Dart. Now, I want to get out of this middle here. I had nowhere to go. I don't know what it wanted from me. I don't know what this game wants from me right now. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to risk it. Nope. He went right where I was going. I'm just banking on killing him right now. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Alright, so Descending Dark is great in that fight. Normally I leave that fight, I would say, with like where I'm missing 2 life. Usually is where I end up at. That fight, as you saw when I was in the corner, I got like kind of stuck and I took more hits than I should have. What I should have done is Descending Dark and then gotten out of there, but I thought I could jump on top of him and I just inevitably kept getting hit. It is kind of an RNG fight, but the better you get at just learning his attacks, the more likely you'll leave that fight with better RNG. So definitely practice. Now this fight's very, very easy, but you can get really unlucky with the spots, like where the jellyfish spawn and also where the electricity spawn, like right there. It's like, where am I supposed to go? So you can get really unlucky with that. Whenever it chases you like that, I like to just get to the wall and just kind of slide down. But eventually the jellyfish will spawn in. And you just want to hit it. And then as far as healing, I'm going to wait till I have a window to heal. Don't risk it, by the way. It's better to take your time with this than to risk it just to... There is no way I didn't get the hell... Okay. I cannot believe it. All right, there we go. See, as you see, it's only like 4 hits or 5 hits. Another really good one is you can use your Soul Blast. If you have a lot of soul, you can use your Soul Blast to knock one of the jellyfish into the big jellyfish. But hopefully you have left Grey Prince and you got through that fight with his like enough health to fight Hornet. If you're like me, where you're a little bit low on health, what you want to do is just take Hornet really slow in the first phase. You know, just don't get greedy. She's not difficult on phase 1 because there's no spikes. So just wait for a moment, hit her, just dodge her. We know her attacks. We were her, okay? We played an entire Platinum journey as her in Silksong. You should know her attacks. So just take it slow, regain your health, because the next fight, you're going to definitely want it. So just wait for your moment. Like right there, I hit her one time, I back off. I'm just patient. I'm patient. Patient. Hit her once, right? So you see what I'm doing? We hit her once, we back off. Right there is a great time to heal, by the way. You can only get one, though. Oh, I didn't expect the double back. It's right there. If you know that she's doing it, you can get 1 health off. I was expecting the double back. Also, whenever she does Thread Storm is another good time to get a health off. So we're not being greedy. Okay, now she's getting impatient, so she said, hit me with the spikes. I can get 2 off maybe if you're quick. Where you going, Hornet? But yeah, I would just recommend doing it like what I'm doing, where you just get 1 hit, don't do anything crazy. You can use your soul, but I would rather heal. But if you have like full health or something, then feel free. Oh, dang it. What? Oh, okay. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit panicked there. Alright, we got full health. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, it's best to take Hornet very slow. Just, you know, play it passive. You don't have to be a hero. Will thee allow thyself to be destroyed by the god of this pantheon? Will thee allow us to resume our sacred atonement? Nah. I don't think so, actually. Show us your might. I'm good. Actually, I'm okay. Alright, so get your lore and all that. That will start to wake up the Godseeker back in the real world. Now, this next fight is the Great Nail Sage, or whatever it's called. This is a little guy. It was a little tiny fly, but he found the Moonlight Greatsword, okay? So he has a big fuck-off stick, and we don't want to get close. Now, the way you fight this guy is he either does 2 things. He's either going to turn into a helicopter, and all you want to do is get to the wall and climb all the way to the top corner and avoid that. But his main attack, which is our attack window, is when he's going to slam his sword from one side to the other, and then he's going to do like a pinwheel, and then he's going to slam down. That is our attack window. And you can kind of bait that attack by getting close to him, and then he'll do it, and you can dash away, and you can bait that attack. The place that messes up most people in this fight is that they get a little too close, or they're not ready to dash away as soon as he starts attacking. So just, you know, learn the pacing. The spacing on this fight is crucial, especially for the last phase. So I'm going to try to show you that. The only other thing to look for is his nail art. His blade will be all shiny. That's your cue to get in the air and dash towards him. You don't want to dash away from him. You always want to dash towards him, but get into the air. So let's put all that into practice. So we're going to bait that attack. Don't get close. Anytime he slams like that is our cue. So there we go. We hit twice or whatever if you can. And you're always going up and over, by the way. So there's that where it sparks. So I'm going to get a little close, bait that attack, right? And he moves up in the pinwheel. We hit twice and we leave. Now he's a helicopter. I go to the top corner and we're going up and over. Always up and over. Only ever hit. I'm not doing a good job at it because I'm being greedy. But only ever hit when we bait the attack. So right there. Don't ever hit. If you think you can, don't go for it. Sometimes you just get stuck in the corner and that's just how it is. See, I was greedy right there. I shouldn't have done that. Now I should be stunning him any minute now. There we go. As soon as you stun him, you can get 2 heals off. If you can go for 3, maybe if you're immediate. Like as soon as I stunned him, I knew what was happening, so I was able to get 3. But go for 2 at least. Damn, I didn't expect him to go the other way too. So here I'm baiting him. I'm going up and over. Get 2 hits in. Anytime he's a helicopter, we go to the corner and we go up and over. Now I'm gonna bait that attack. Oh, I couldn't get up and over it fast enough. Go back towards him. 1, 2, and then we back off. Go up and over. See what I mean? It's not that hard. You just have to go up and over and just remember the attack pattern. There's the sparks. We go towards him. 1, 2, and then we can get 2 heals off usually. I'm going to go for it. Nope. All right. So now this one, it's very simple, but it can be very frustrating. This is where long nail would be really good. Don't mess up here. This is the final boss, final phase. Okay. So what you want to do is he's going to ping pong around the room. And then wherever you're standing, he's going to do one final dash at you, and he's going to turn into a saw blade. You want to stay away from him, but then you need to be able to hit him. So the timing and the spacing is everything. You have to learn that like exactly the right time to then work back go back towards him. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what 1 or 2. I might get hit a couple times when I learn the spacing, but here's what this will look like. See, I have to get the spacing. And then right there is if I can double back. So you have to learn exactly how far to be. Right? So right there, I got that 1 hit. So just take it slow. He'll do this all day. And then feel free to use your soul, by the way, too. So we got 2 there. Hit him a couple times. Hit him again. And there we go. So feel free to go crazy because it's over after this, right? So, Bama. Yeah, so it's not too difficult, but you don't want to mess that up. I'm guessing 11, 15. Oh, you know, there's a 1 in there. There is a 1. That was not at all what I thought. I guess because I was explaining everything. Oh, well. So that is Pantheon 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Don't try to drink and play Hollow Knight. Pantheon 4. The big boy Pantheon. Wow. Wow, mister.
All right, everybody. So now with Pantheon 4 opened up, what we have to do is I'm going to go over the bindings and how all that works with the lifeblood and everything like that. I'm not going to do Pantheon 4 just yet. I'm going to save that for another chapter. So I'm thinking, here's how I'm going to break up the chapters now that I know how much time it's spent. So for the rest of this chapter, I'm going to go over the bindings and everything. Then I'm going to show opening the door. And, you know, that'll wrap up today's chapter. The next chapter, I'm going to show getting even more bindings completed and doing Pantheon 4 and just like, you know, the endings that we have to do. Then for the next video, I'll do the 5th Pantheon, okay? Because that's a whole video in and of itself, right? So that's the plan. Because, yeah, we're already at almost an hour here. So, yeah, so let's go over the bindings first. So as you know, there's 4 per Pantheon, so a total of 16 bindings. That would be to open up this room and get all of the lifeblood. So the way this door works is the first 8 at that big dot right there in the top. Once you reach that, the door will open, okay? Theoretically, you can just stop right there, okay? So you don't have to get all 16 bindings if you don't want to. The way it works, though, is when you get to 8, that gives you 3 extra lives for every bench, right? Now, if you do 4 more bindings, you get so you get 4 lives. And if you do all 16, you'll get 5 extra lives. So depending on how good you are, you might want to get all 5 lifeblood bindings to where when you go to do the 5th Pantheon, every time you get a bench, you'll get 5 extra masks. That can be a huge difference between dying and surviving. So that might be worth it to you, honestly. But it is not easy to get all 16 bindings, as I'm sure you've guessed. Now, I personally, when I first did this, I think I got to 8, and then I got most of the way done with Pantheon 5, and then I decided to go for the 12 just to have a little bit more of a chance, and that was what I finished the game with. So that's probably what I imagine most of you will do. You can go for the last 4, but hold on. What's really nice about this is getting 12 isn't all that difficult. Getting 8's a lot more easy because, you know, obviously the first 2 Pantheons are pretty simple. So getting all 4 here, that's 8 right there. So I would recommend getting just the first 8, right? Then you can pick and choose between these 4 and these 4, which ones you want to get to 12. And just depending on what playstyle you have, you might not like the no soul because you use a lot of spells, or maybe you're really good at fighting but you don't really need charms, so you'll do that one, right? So it allows you to pick and choose. If you're like when you fight Grey Prince Zote, for example, if you have his moveset down, then you could do the nail one, but maybe you're not good at the other one, so you skip that one on that one, but then you're good at the bosses over here and you do that one, right? So it's kind of optional, but the good news is you don't have to do 12 or 16. Bare minimum, you can do 8, and that will give you a pretty significant advantage. I mean, 3 extra lives is still not bad. So it's up to you. It's kind of more of a challenge, like fun, but it is rewarding if you do get it. Okay, so to go over the bindings for this challenge, specifically on the first one, you could get away with all 4. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but I'm guessing that most of you are not going to do that. And if you can do that, then you probably don't need me to explain it. This is the easiest one, though, so it's probably the one that you could get away with that easier. But what I would suggest is do 2 at a time or 1 at a time. If you're really struggling with these, then just do 1 at a time. Just go down the list and beat all 4 here, and then beat all 4 for Pantheon 2, and then you'll have that door unlocked. This theoretically should take you 4 runs, because you should do 2 here, and then 2 again, and then the other 2, and the other 2. And so it should be 4 runs, and you should be done with all 8 if you want to take it slow and steady. So what I would suggest is doing the nail and the shell as the same run, because what that'll do is it lets you use your charms and the spells, because your nail's weaker and you have less health, but you can go crazy with the charms. So that would be good. And then whenever you do the other one, charms and soul, then you'll have your nail a lot stronger and you'll have full health. You just won't be able to use your spells and stuff. So it's a good balance if you do those 2 and the other 2. So I'm going to start with the nail and the shell and just show you what that looks like. I'm going to showcase it for this first one, like both sides, but then after that I'll just trust that you guys do farming on your own. I don't need to show every single binding. I'm just going to show you how it works, basically. So here I'm going to use my spells as much as I can because my nail kind of sucks. I'm excited when we get to the last Pantheon. It's a really fun challenge. It just reminded me of because this is the first fight of the 5th Pantheon. So, brought back a lot of memories of me dying a lot. Good old Gruz. Gruz is a perfect name for like an old ass dog. This is so good. Like, come here, Gruz. He's getting deaf in his old age. Alright, Gruz is down. Gone to better pastures. Alright, now, this is an easy fight with Quick Slash. Oh my goodness, are we about to make him look dumb? Oopsies. Now, if you need soul back, what you can do is hit him with your Dream Nail, and then pogo on his butt, and that'll keep him down. So, as long as you keep pogoing on him, it'll keep him down. It resets the down timer, or whatever you want to call that. So you can kind of go crazy with the spells, right? Because you can get your soul back. So I'll do one Dream Nail, pogo on his butt, hit him with another, pogo. Just be careful not to pogo on his head for obvious reasons. You don't want to end the phase. And just like that, we're done. Now, on the third one, you don't really need to pogo on him. He's just done. So, there you go. I'll see you in Pantheon 4, my good friend. All right. Now we're just going to spam the attack whenever it charges at us with our Quick Slash. Make it a lot easier with Quick Slash, to be honest. It's a very different fight. And we're done. Without Quick Slash, you might get hit. Still not a hard fight, though. All right, Hornet, I am sorry for what you're about to have to go through, because I'm about to make you look really silly. Oh, I hit the wrong spell. Oh no. I messed up. Hornet, your attacks are useless on me. I made your attacks. Oh, okay. Damn, you guys see that? My thorns knocked me into her. And then she went to the other side and I just kept getting hit. I got like ping-ponged into her. She got revenge, everybody. That's kind of funny, actually. Oh. Goodbye. All right, so onward we go. Feel free to mix up your charms if you want. Don't really see the point in doing so, but it's Pantheon 1 after all. Oh, you got a little sneak attack in there. I didn't even see it through my spell. I hate when he's on the ground like this. Oh. He strikes again. He keeps hitting me in a cheap shot when I'm vulnerable. Dude, okay, I literally didn't even get to choose where I was going. That'll teach him. That'll teach him. Mr. Dung, I will defeat you. I will make you look silly. Quick slash for the win. Heal, 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 heal. I'm not doing a good enough job to make him look silly. There, now we're doing all right. I was hoping I could phase him right when he does that, because then you can cancel his attack. Dude, okay. I love that he's doing something like he never does. Usually he travels a little bit more than what he's doing right now. Gotta love it. All right. No matter what he pulls, we'll still beat him. I was hoping to make him look dumb, though. We failed the objective. But this guy, though, we're going to take out all of our frustration here. I'm going to go flawless. Going for a flawless victory. Come on. Ooh, I had to time that one perfect. Got him. Flawless victory. Round 1. Doubt I'll get a flawless here. On the big one, you can pogo a few times. If you need to heal, go to the far left corner. That's probably your only bet here. So like right here, just go to the corner. You have more of a chance of surviving than you would otherwise. So it might not look like it, but that is your best bet. Ow. Owie. Just avoid the arm on the left. Oof, that was not good. That's not good. I literally didn't even get to do anything. But, you know, we're back. Just like that, we back. I'm gonna put you 6 feet down, let you rest on the ground. Shh, don't make a sound. All right. We're gonna get some new dialogue here from the godseeker. He's like, you back? And we're like, fuck yeah, we're back. I'm just that cool. And then he's like, oh, really? You want to hang out later? And we say, nah, I don't think so. So it might not look like that, but that's kind of what's going on there in that dialogue. So get the new dialogue, and now let's go on to the final boss. Get our first 2 bindings. Don't let this guy beat you up, guys, okay? Just go to the side without his blade. If he does his special attack, go up and over. But always go to the side without the blade, and then just dash through him. Special attack, we go up and over. Side without the blade. Just like so, and now he's done. Okay? Now, when it's 2 of them, same thing, just be smart and use as much soul as you can. You don't have much of a healing window, so might as well use spells. Anytime you can do 2 at once, that's the goal. Like that, like that. Oh, I tried to dash through. Yeah, never hit a spell unless you can get both. That way you're not wasting time. Otherwise, it's the same thing, though. You know, after all, you get to go crazy here. Well, I don't even know what just happened. Buddy, 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 buddy. That's enough. That's right, you better bow. You better bow. Little bow wow up in here, you know? Alright, we got 2 bindings. So it doesn't take that long, right? So I did it in 11 minutes. You know, you run the next 2 bindings for 11 minutes. You're done with all 4. But now you'll see we have 2 notches. So that's what's going on. Once we get 8, we can open that fancy little door of ours. That'll be in the next chapter that I open that door. But for now, I'm just going to finish off by showing you the other 2, right? And then I'm going to leave it up to you to figure out what the other 4 bindings you want to get out of these 2 pantheons, just depending on that. So mainly, I'm just trying to show you how this looks. And then I'm not going to show you for all these. I'll just farm those on my own. But I just wanted to show you like the pantheon, because these first 2 are kind of the same level of difficulty. So just do the nail and the shell, and then do charm and soul, and then I would just do these 2. And I'm gonna leave it to you. And on next chapter, I'm gonna pick up where I've already beaten these 8. Basically, we'll start the chapter when I'm getting the last binding. Okay, and we'll continue on with everything. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like, just so you have an idea of what's going on. Let's see if I can do this one faster than the other one. The other one was almost 11 minutes, so we'll see how long this takes. Now that I have no charms, but my blade is better. So no spells really, just nail. And I have like one thing to heal with. So yeah, I wouldn't really use it for spells unless you're really comfortable with that boss. Use it for having at least that 1 heal if you need to. And you're dead. So, I don't know. What do you think? That was faster or slower than the first run? I guess time will tell, huh? Not having quick slash will be a downfall, but our nail is stronger, so it might balance out in some aspects. Ow. That 1 heal is diabolical, though. I will say that. It's kind of annoying. It's got to play smarter. And stun. Nice. Go ahead and get our heal back. Reset his down timer. Then we can bounce on him. There we go. I will use my soul because I know I can get it back. And you are stunned, mister. Mister. Oops. Are you braver than all of us? Are you stronger now? Think again. Shh, go to sleep. Shh, close your eyes. Yeah, that's it. Let the soul out of your body. All right, this one, just do your best to, if you get hit, just heal every time it jumps over you. So I might take a hit here, maybe not, but we'll see. So, okay, I took a hit. Now we're just going to hope he jumps over us. Yep. And then you can heal, and then you're back to kind of square one. Ooh, that was lucky. But yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of like how to handle that. You could jump over him too if you need to like reset. Hornet, Hornet, my good sibling. It's time to die. Oof. Oof, Hornet. Oh, buddy. You sure you want to be the main character of next game with this attitude? You're looking like me on mission 1. Oof. Ow. Somebody has not unlocked the Wanderer crest yet. Ooh, that's not good. I need to start getting my soul back. Oh, we didn't get to fully heal. Oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a bench. Wow. Look at our charms. I swear he is loving this lower side, huh? Where is he? Heck. I knocked him into the next game, I think. There we go. It feels like I'm going faster than the last time. I'm curious to see which one's actually faster. Nope, you're dead is what you are. Oh, that's so unfair. That was like a sniper shot. I need to get my heals up. Oh, I dashed too much. Oh, no. Dude. Oh, my gosh. Let me readjust. Oh, he keeps going exactly where I need to go. That's so annoying. Alright, I need to actually heal. Instead of, like, keep hitting him. Sometimes it's best not to actually kill him if you can get the soul back. To be able to get your heals back up. So like, even though you can, maybe it's not smart. Alright, Mr. Soul Tyrant, or Warrior. It's time to die. Oh, I dashed way early. Oh, no. I forgot my own advice to heal whenever he's dashing down. Like so. Wow, I am just all sorts of off sync there. Okay, I'm selling it right now. Yikes. Not the best. Oh well, we'll get it back. We'll get it back right here. Up the wall I go. Never seen two like that. Man, he's loving that. Oh, I keep missing. I back to back again, huh? This might be the most I've ever seen him do the big burst. I'm trying to get my health up for the next one, really is what I want. Should be any minute now. There we go. Full health, full soul. Let's go. Teaching you guys how to platinum. Part by part, we stacking them. Geo's on deck, pockets fat with them. Right? All right, getting that lore. Let's go. Mr. Oro and Mr. Tomato, it's time to kill you once again. Special attack, we go up and over. We go through his attack. And, oh, special attack again, we go up and over. And we make you look silly. Oh, you missed. Special attack again. And you're dead. Did you learn? Oh, I dashed the wrong way like a moron. What? He hit me? Oh, I tried to dash. I need to take out one of them at least. I'm struggling a little bit, not gonna lie. I keep getting hit with really unfortunate. Okay, there's one. This one should be close then. I'm gonna get the heal off here. What? Okay, okay, okay. Oop, yeah, missed. Alright, now I'm good. Now it's normal. Wow, I cannot believe he's not dead. Alright, there we go. A little dicey there, I'm not gonna lie. That one's a little bit harder than the other binding. It's still not where I'm like panicking too much, but it's definitely a step up from that first two bindings. But just take it slow. So, I mean, yeah, like you see, it's like a minute longer. Not bad though, so 2 runs and we're done. And that knocks that out. So now I'm going to end the chapter here in just a moment. And what you need to do in the meantime is just farm at least 4 more bindings. And I'm going to pick up in the next chapter with those 4. I'm going to do these 4. I'm going to get these done. And we'll pick up once I've gotten those. And then that way we'll have 8 and we'll open up this door. So I'm going to show you like finishing up the 8 bindings at the start of next chapter. So our game plan is next chapter we'll open the door and we'll knock out Pantheon 4. And then I might do 4 more bindings just to show you like how that looks. And then we'll need to set up one of the endings. So next chapter is going to be kind of just like poking around in different little areas. And then the next chapter after will be the 5th Pantheon, and that'll be the final chapter. So that's what we're doing. Feel free to grind as many bindings as possible. And yeah, we'll be going over all the other stuff. So before I end the chapter today, I wanted to show the godseeker. He has some new dialogue now, so we can exit. He should be a little bit more awake. Oh. Look who's up. Uh-huh. All right, so we've exhausted that dialogue, and now he's primed, or she's primed, whatever it is. It's ready for the secret ending. So we needed her to be awake, or him, whatever. So now he's all nice and woke up. So we will continue on our Pantheon grind in the meantime. Feel free to work on the bindings. Feel free to work on the Hall of the Gods. Again, if you want the Void Idol, you have to beat every statue in the Hall of the Gods. You have to beat it at least on the Ascended. So feel free to be, farming as much as you want with different stuff. There's plenty to do while you wait on the next chapter. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.